Hello, fourth grade. This is Unit 1, Lesson 11. And scholars, in this lesson, you will know how to identify cause and effect relationships, understand the difference between cause and effect, and be able to write about cause and effect relationships. What is cause and effect? Cause is what makes something happen. It's why something happened. In the sentence, the effect is what happened because of the cause or the result. Let's look at a little video or rap to explain it further. Hi, I want to teach you the difference between cause and effect. Cause and effect. Are you ready? Yo, the cause comes first and is why something happened. Why? Cause. Why? Cause. The effect comes next and it's what happened. What happened? Effect. What happened? Effect. Again, the cause comes first and it's why something happened. Why? Cause. Why? Cause. The effect comes next and it's what happened. What happened? Effect. What happened? Effect. So if we look at this sentence, it rained so quickly my clothes got wet. You can see that what happened was my clothes got wet. That was the result of the cause. The cause was it rained so quickly. So when I asked myself, why did my clothes get wet? It's because it rained so quickly. The result was my clothes got wet. Yo, the cause comes first. That's why something happened. Why? Cause. Why? Cause. Again, the cause comes first and is why something happened. Why? Cause. Why? Cause. Now effect comes next and it's what happened. What happened? Effect. What happened? Effect. Again, effect comes next and it's what happened. What happened? Effect. What happened? Effect. Cause, effect. Cause, effect. Cause, effect. Yo, cause, effect. Well, hopefully you learn the difference between cause and effect. Let's look at it in a sentence. The flowers bloom after all the rain. The effect, or what happened, was that the flowers bloom. That's the result. What caused it? Meaning, why did the flowers bloom? They bloom because it rained. So it rained is the cause. Your turn. Let's look at another sentence. Junior earned a special treat by cleaning his room without being asked. Can you think of the effect? What happened? And the cause. Why it happened. Pause the video and see if you can get the answer. Welcome back. Are you ready to see the answer? Well, the effect, or what happened, is Junior earned a special treat. Well, why did that happen? Well, it's because he cleaned his room without being asked. Let's try another one. After Maria stubbed her toe, it ached for several hours. Can you find the effect? What happened? And the cause, why it happened. Pause the video and see if you can find the answer. Welcome back. Let's see if your answer matches what I got. Well, what happened was that Maria's toe ached for several hours. Why did it ache? Well, it was because, or the cause, is because Maria stubbed her toe. That was the cause. And as a result of that, the effect was her toe ached for several hours. Let's try another one. The librarian piled the books too high and they all tumbled down. Can you find the effect? What happened? And the cause? Why it happened? Pause the video and see if you can get the answer. Welcome back. Let's see if your answer matches mine. What happened? Well, the books tumbled down. Why did it happen? Because the librarian piled the books too high. That was the cause. Let's try another one. I have trouble concentrating if I don't eat a good breakfast before school. Can you find the effect? What happened? And the cause? Why it happened? Pause the video and see if you can find the answer. Welcome back. So what happened? I had trouble concentrating. What was the cause? Why did it happen? It's because I didn't eat a good breakfast before school. So those are a couple of examples of cause and effect relationships within a sentence. As you read, I want you to pay close attention to the two main questions that Peg has for the doctor. Now, if you don't have a partner to read with, during the next part of this lesson, you can go ahead and listen to the read aloud. I'll go ahead and play pages 37 and 38.
Chapter 7, Star Patient Surprises Everyone, Part 2. Although I was delighted with every small accomplishment, I wondered why I got better and some of the other patients did not. Tommy might spend the rest of his life in the iron lung. It didn't seem fair. I mentioned this to Dr. Bevis. Some cases of polio are severe and some are mild, he said. When the polio virus completely destroys a nerve center, the muscles controlled by that center are paralyzed forever. If the damage is slight rather than total, the paralysis is temporary. Your muscles were severely weakened, but the nerve damage wasn't total. It's possible for weak muscles to gain back some of their strength. So Tommy's polio is worse than mine, I said. That's right. It also helped that your parents took you to the doctor right away. You were already here and diagnosed when you needed oxygen. Some people who have respiratory polio are not that fortunate. I remembered how hard it had been to breathe and how much the oxygen tent had helped. Dr. Bevis continued, Most people think they have the flu and don't get medical help until paralysis sets in. By the time they learn they have polio and get to a hospital that's equipped to treat them, the respiratory patients often have to go straight into an iron lung. They don't get hot packs or physical therapy until they can breathe on their own again, which might be several months later. The sooner the Sister Kenny treatments are started, the more they help. He smiled at me. You are one lucky girl. But it wasn't all luck, I thought. It was quick action by my parents. They helped create my good luck. I've been wondering something else, too, I said. How did I get polio when not one other person in my town got it? Many people have polio and never know it, Dr. Bevis said. They are highly contagious, but because their symptoms are so slight, they don't see a doctor. There are probably thousands of cases of polio every year that are so mild they are never diagnosed. So I caught it from someone who didn't know they had it, I said. It seemed unbelievable to me that anyone could have polio and not realize it.
Scholars, did you identify what Peg's two questions were? The first question was, why did she get well when others didn't? And the second question she asked the doctor was, why did she get polio in the first place? Now, what connects these questions? Well, these are both cause and effect type questions that have a cause and effect relationship. So why did she get well with others when others didn't is a cause and effect relationship question, as well as why did she get polio in the first place? And so we can find cause and effect relationships throughout the story. Readers, in this lesson, you should have learned how to identify cause and effect relationships, understand the difference between cause and effect, and be able to write about cause and effect relationships. I want you to go ahead and finish reading the rest of part 2. When you are done, I want you to complete activity book page 11.1. Go ahead and get started.